Hello everyone, welcome to Live with Ease. My name is Julia, and in this video today we're going to focus on a breath practice to boost our immune system. The immune system. So let's get that immune system pumping and going. And yeah, so that we can inspire optimal health, to protect us from viruses and infections and things that our body does not want to absorb. This practice can help purify the blood so that it cleans out the cells and kicks out the foreign particles, damaged cells, the things that our body does not want. Okay, so let us get nice and cozy and comfy. Finding a comfortable seated position. Of course, you can rest back on your mat if you'd like. You can lie in bed, sit up against a wall, on a chair, on a couch, whatever offers you the most comfort. And again, elevate your tushy if you need to sit on a bolster, a pillow, blanket. Again, we want to find comfort in whatever position we decide to work in, because we will be here for a while, okay? So we're going to start by taking a few moments to just settle in the breath and follow the natural process of the breath to get us settled a little more, because the breath practice we will be moving to eventually is quite vigorous, okay? So at any point throughout our practice, know that you can always come to this simple breathing that we are going to connect to help drop us back into the body and the breath, or that connection with the body and breath, okay? So feeling your body resting on the ground, or the sit bones resting on your support. So take a moment to notice what part of the body is in contact with the ground. And then let's pay some attention to the succession of how the body flows, or the breath flows in and out of the body. So if we take our awareness to the nostrils, breathing in some beautiful, fresh, healing oxygen, imagining that it's moving to the back of the mouth, down the throat, into the chest cavity, lungs, belly. If you can make it all the way down to the pelvic floor. So that's the breath coming in. And then as it comes out, moving from the pelvic floor, belly, chest cavity, or lungs, chest cavity, up the throat, back of the mouth, back of the mouth and out the nostrils. Okay? So take a moment to just pay attention to the breath moving in and out of the body. It doesn't have to be a dramatic intake of air. If you want, go ahead. That's totally fine, but it doesn't have to be. And then maybe noticing the expansion of the body as it's receiving the oxygen. So if I breathe in through the nose, back of the mouth, down the throat, into the chest cavity, feeling or imagining that the lungs are expanding, creating the rib cage expansion, into the belly and abdomen expansion, all the way to the pelvic floor. See if you can feel or sense the sit bones moving away from each other. And then as you exhale, sit bones draw towards each other. The abdomen starts to relax towards the spine. The lungs start to Soften and relax as the rib cage starts to fall or move back towards the center of the body. And the breath up the throat, back the mouth, and out the nostrils. So let's, again, just observe that process. See if you can feel the expansion, the succession of the expansion and breath. Good. So again, know that you can always come back to following this breath, following the breath, moving in and out of the body at any point, to just bring you back to the grounding. Okay, so I'm gonna introduce Kapalabhati here. Some of you may know Kapalabhati. I'll just do a quick little tutorial on it before we go into the major practice. So Kapalabhati is a breath practice that emphasizes the exhalation, and the exhalation is a bit more exaggerated, and there's a little more oomph added to the out breath. Okay, so and then the mechanics of how the abdomen reacts on the exhalation, or what we can do with the abdomen to encourage the exhalation. Okay, so it's kind of cyclical here. So basically a way to tap into Kapalabhati, a simple way, is let's take our a hand or both hands onto the abdomen and just make a ha sound. Ha, 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 ha. And notice how the abdomen gently snaps back towards the spine on the ha, expelling of the sound and the air. Ha, ha, good. It's also much like a laugh or a cough. So if you were to cough, again, you're expelling the breath, and the abdomen is gently snapping back towards the spine. And then if I were to laugh, again, there's that same, the same mechanics, okay? So let's go back to the ha sound, okay? So let's try ha-ing a few times. Ha, 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 ha. Good. And then eventually keep ha-ing, and then eventually close the mouth so that you're ha-ing essentially through the nostrils. Good. So that is Kapalabhati. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in a few mudras to our practice, again, to tap into that part of the practice that really starts to pump the blood through the system, purifying the blood and energizing our system. Yeah, so this is the Prithvi Mudra. And so basically it's the left hand, ring finger touching the thumb, and the ring finger represents earth element, and the thumb represents fire. Okay, and then the left nostril, or the nostrils, represent a flow, like a river flows. So we could say that the left nostril represents water. So we have a lot of these opposing elements and things going on. So according to yoga, these opposites, stimulating and working through these opposites in the body, create a benign radiation that no virus can withstand. Okay, so let's move into that practice. So again, let's take our mudra. You're going to take the left hand, ring finger and thumb touching together, and the rest of the fingers splay out. And then you're going to take your left hand up as if you're taking an oath. Yeah? And then the right index finger is going to gently close the right nostril. So again, I'm not pushing or forcing that nostril closed, just a gentle closure of that right nostril. And then we're going to practice the Kapalabhati through the left nostril. Okay, so a fun little thing we can do here, since this kind of represents taking an oath, we can do two things. We can take an oath around, I pledge to have compassion for myself, especially in times when I feel discouraged, unworthy, or defeated. So that's one oath that you can repeat. Again, I pledge to have compassion for myself, especially in times when I feel discouraged, unworthy, or defeated. Okay? And then the other pledge could be, I pledge to trust that I have a strong, kick-ass immune system that no virus can withstand. Okay? So you can choose one of the two, and then we will begin when you're ready. So take a few natural breaths, settle the breath, and then let us begin on your own time. Keep going. And on your final inhalation, you're going to interlace the fingers in front of you, just below the throat and just above the heart center. Inhale, gently pulling the fingers apart. As you exhale, relax the fingers, but draw them a little closer or interlace them a little more. And then inhale, gently pulling them apart in the interlocking. Again, exhale, soften the shoulders, soften the fingers, draw them closer. One more, inhale, gently pulling them apart. Exhale, release the hands onto the legs or on the body in some way. We're going to try that again. But I wanted to mention that at any point, if you're feeling a bit dizzy or if this is a lot of breathing, intense breathing, then just let the practice go. Go back to following the natural process of the breath moving in and out of the body. Close your eyes, open your eyes. Pick one place to focus on to bring yourself back to the equilibrium. What I find really helps me when I get dizzy is I take the palms together, cross the thumbs, and just kind of stare at the thumbnail. And it just kind of helps me zero in and zone in, okay? So know that you can do that at any point. All right, so let's try this one more time. So let's take our oath, ring finger, thumb, right index finger to nostril. Think about your pledge. I pledge to trust that I have a strong, kick-ass immune system that no virus can withstand. Or I pledge to have compassion for myself, especially in times when I feel discouraged, unworthy, or defeated. Okay? Here we go, nice and strong intention. Good. Inhale, take your final inhalation whenever that is for you. Holding that inhalation, interlace the fingers in front of you. Gently pulling the fingers apart. Exhale through the nostril, relax the shoulders, soften the shoulders and fingers, drawing them closer. Inhale. Exhale, soften. One more. Inhale, pull the fingers apart. Good. Exhale, releasing the hands on the body in some way or somewhere on the body. Now let's just take a moment to reflect on how we feel now versus when we began. So has anything changed from your beginning state to your current state? You may not notice it immediately in this moment, but you may notice it once you close off your practice and you're going about your day. Be sure to practice this a few more times if you'd like, throughout the day, throughout the week. I'd love to hear about your experience, if anything has shifted from taking on this practice. And I'll leave you with this mantra to close off your practice, bringing the palms of the hands together, sending them to the forehead, think love, to the lips, speak love, to the heart center, be love. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this practice useful and helpful. Again, I'd love to hear about your experience. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, or if you know someone who could benefit from this practice, be sure to share it. Share the video, the channel. Also, be sure to join the Live with Ease at Home journey. I will add the link below, so check that out. And also, if you're interested in an opportunity to work with me one-on-one, I am offering 20-minute consultations. So again, I'll set the link down below. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I look forward to seeing you on the mat again very, very soon. So until next time, ease into your best life. Ciao for now.